Okay.
Oh, what
That
is up?
feeling.
What is up, guys? Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, night, wherever you guys are. Um, Letting everyone know that we're changing the podcast being now on Tuesdays starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it works out for everyone, really. It gives me more time to actually actually be on time more and stuff like that because of work. I For like Wednesdays, I would literally have to come immediately to the computer and do everything. So I think this works out best, and I think 7:30 is honestly a good time where I don't think a lot of even other podcast people are doing it. So I think it works out for everyone as well. So overall, we always go bi-weekly, and yeah, there hasn't been a lot of news, but there's been news. So off the rip, it'll be a like probably an average podcast episode, maybe a little bit less. But of course, we have Blessed, Taladia, and Alish here on the podcast, and I'm glad everyone came, of course, and we're gonna go, I guess, talk quickly about the games that we're playing, and I will go first. The only game I've been actually no, I've been playing two games. I've been playing God of War 2018 with the was it the lock 60 FPS mode or whatever. It was really dope. Playing that game again, still love it. And of course, I
Mm.
played Returnal, beat Returnal, and I gave my score on Twitter. If you guys are following there, I gave it like a 8.5 out of 10. I beat the game, and the only thing I had gripes with were the trophies not popping for the first act and the second and third boss. But other than that, I didn't have game breaking bugs like some people did for the crashing. I know Blaze, and shout out to Blaze, that he had trouble. and stuff like that. And I totally understood it. I was like, damn, that really sucks and stuff like that. And I guess I was the
You
lucky one having a minor problem like the trophies still irritated me, but
did you use
nonetheless,
the
I'm,
use the DLC
kind
weapon or the DLC thing?
I think yeah, it was the suit DLC. I took it off and closed the game, and then the trophy popped for the was it the fourth boss, and all the other like the rest.
Hmm.
So I think there was one other bug I can confirm that I got, and it wasn't game breaking. It was like if you play the game, these tentacle things when I was in the second biome, I didn't even know that they were there, but they were invisible. But other than that, that was like the only like bug I experienced in the game, along with the trophies. That's why I would have gave it a 9 out of 10, but because of that, it went down.
Instead of 8, you gave it an 8.5 or
Yeah, eight and a
8?
half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I took off points because of the whole trophy situation and then that tentacle thing not appearing.
Hmm.
But overall, it was
Fair enough.
fun. It was difficult. I very much liked um, the atmosphere of it. There, I can also say the story is good, but it's not presented in the way of your typical story game, right? It's through a lot of the audio recordings as well as going through these memory fragments. I'm being very vague, and as well as like piecing stuff together. So to me, it felt like they took the approach of like a Souls game with like environmental like storytelling, and you kind of like piecing it together and deciding what that
Did
story
anyone
really
else
is.
play it?
Here, no, I don't
No,
think so.
I didn't get it yet. I'm waiting on a sale.
Okay, smart.
Yeah, it's like
The
$100.
the correct thing to do, especially
Yeah.
since the shit all these people complaining about
Well, and the bugs. Oh yeah,
crashing,
fuck yeah,
bugs,
yeah.
gas.
I'm not dealing with that shit. And plus, I never played a roguelike. I think I might try. I might buy Hades to see
You
if I
should play
can get
Hades
into that.
first.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that to see if I'm into that, and then if I like it, then I'll take the dive. You know.
Yeah, people always like comparing the two, and I felt like I don't know how to describe. Like it's like to me, they're still in the same genre, but combat wise is way different. I feel like
Mhm.
Return is like
I
off
mean,
the
yeah,
rails
Oh yeah,
and stuff
definitely.
like that, right?
it,
It's like
Returnal's a shmup versus uh asymmetric
yeah, it's like a bullet
combat game.
hell like roguelite. If that's really a way to describe
Yeah,
it.
Hmm.
over the
Well,
shoulder, bullet hell over the shoulder roguelite.
and you got to do like it's a lot of fucking like it's seeing people struggling minus the crashes, people's skills at the game. It's very telling about this type of stuff, and I don't know if the game, like a lot of people are gonna beat this game. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's probably just people are not good at that genre of games. I mean, this is the first of its kind. To be fair, it's the first roguelite that or it's the first third person shoot 'em up I've ever seen.
mm-hmm.
So
It's like
that's weird.
it's a lot of like contributions. I would say in this game, it's like to get a good run based on RNG, based on your skill, based on your upgrades and stuff like that. It's like a number of things. Um,
Mm.
and seeing that, and I've been seeing people struggling in streams and stuff like that. I was like, bro, man, that's crazy that people are struggling. Like for me, like I will say, I only died once to a boss, and that was the second boss. All the
Mhm.
other bosses
Mm.
I beat one try.
Yeah, I heard the bosses are easy. It's the enemies and the rooms
Oh really?
before the boss that are
Oh
fucking
yeah,
hard.
man.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I hear.
Yeah.
Especially in
Kind
the
of a bummer.
sixth biome, man. The last biome, jeez, they. I would say the third and the sixth are just insane to me. It's like in terms of damage and stuff like that. I was like, yo, my health is just getting destroyed right now.
Is it possible to just like skip some of the stuff? Like
It
just run
is,
through the
but
room?
there are points where the room will lock down.
No.
So if you got like an OP enemy and the room's locked down, good luck,
luck.
man. That's what happened, man. Like I'm just like you. I will say in like the fifth biome, you'll be having to get this key, and you have to go through 3 waves of enemies. In the third wave, you have to face like 4 swords people. And I was just like, bro. And they're always trying to like they'll follow you, so they'll teleport and follow you, and then you gotta like try and like dodge, like in a way. And my health was so low, and I had like no other life left. And I was, bro, I don't know how I survived that, and I was like thankful I did because, oof, man. But overall, man, I really hope people do give the game a shot and beat it, and not just be like, I noticed some people in Discords were like, when they first played it, they were like, yeah, this is too hard, this isn't what I thought it was, I'm gonna drop it. I was like, damn. Not like the like, oh, I'm waiting because of the patches. That's a completely different story. But the people that are just like that's just way too hard. I was like, wow.
I'm surprised. Like, people have been talking about it in this gaming community how it's a roguelite for months now. And people are still like, oh, I still don't know what this is. It's like, you're in this community. How do you not know? People have been talking about it for months.
So
I don't know.
What is your I'm also in the Housemark Discord, right? And people were in this Discord suggesting for saves. Now, this is my thing. It's a different thing with the crashes. Let's take that all aside. But these are people that think the game is also too hard.
I think no. There's two crowds. There's the crowd that actually want the game to not be a roguelite, and there's the crowd that wants autosaves of where you progress. So when the game crashes and fuck you over, you don't get fucked over.
That's why I
said
there's
two crowds.
That's why I said take out that portion of the crashes and stuff like that. And just what do you think about that crowd that wants saves, like legit, just because it's too hard and just because they're not into it, or they want to kind of cheese their way and stuff like that?
They should play a different game. Simple as that.
Yeah, not every game is made for everybody.
Exactly. It's like, I played Pac-Man. It's like, oh, this is too hard. Can you make this a 3D shooter?
Yeah,
like, what the fuck does that make? Does that make sense? Like, no.
Yeah, because it brings up the argument for accessibility, right? And we've seen this with the Souls games, right? That journalists and people want like an easy mode, or even this game, an easy mode or a save or whatever. It's like, my thing is, I feel like those accessibility is a different thing, right? It's like you're just giving options in terms of like, oh shoot, like if you're colorblind, you'll have an accessibility option for this. But there are people that are like really good and like good gamers, like crazy, and they're having disadvantages in life, but they're insane. I'm like, yo, this dude could destroy me in a fighting game. Like, this is insane. Like, what do you think about that? Like the whole, like, I guess the Dark Souls argument now with this argument that easy modes, like, there needs to be an easy mode for this game, even though that contradicts the vision of the studio that made the game.
I think people are too obsessive about accessibility. People are way too excessive about accessibility. I think accessibility is, if somebody, in my opinion, accessibility is somebody that were to have maybe a physical or mental disability, having options and like different control setups in order for them to better control and play the game. That's what accessibility is to me. But I feel like these people are trying to take what they view as difficult games and trying to imply, oh, it's not accessible enough. When they are abled gamers, they're just not as good.
Yeah.
If the person's vision is to, if the dev's vision is to make a game hard, who is it to say that that is incorrect, and they should put in. Somebody said cheats or
Oh,
easy
yeah, I
modes.
saw that.
Like
You mean hacks?
it's not hacks. Like
Oh wait, you
it's-
talking about Hip Hop Gamer, dude? I said that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, listen, man, call that man out, bro. Hip Hop Gamer. I listen. If you want to put mods and stuff like that, go ahead. But like, I don't respect you as a gamer when you have those options enabled. and
You're
you said, "I
gatekeeping,
beat the
Red Hood.
game." Hey, listen,
You're
man.
gatekeeping.
100% people will say I'm gatekeeping, but that's the facts, man. It's like,
Mm.
like I don't have an issue with you putting mods and making the game easier. I have a friend that literally plays Elder Scrolls Skyrim, puts a mod, and he literally is invincible, right? And I don't hate on it, but I'll say I don't respect you if you beat the game with that on.
Yeah,
Like,
but even so, it's like that is done outside of the game. That's not.
mhm.
It is not put in. It's not put in. If it's not the director's vision, then that it is what it is. People can mod whatever they want. They can take the files and do whatever they want with it after the fact. But to demand from the developers themselves to change their vision, I think is just idiotic. It's just dumb.
Well, before we go more into the whole, because there was some controversy with a certain reviewer. We'll go into it with Near Replicant, going into Returnal, going into another insider person, which I somehow gained traction in my tweet, but we'll talk about that later. Bless, what have you been playing?
I've been playing half and half music, half Near Replicant.
I was near.
Near, I beat the first ending. I got the 1st ending. Doing the second ending now. The game is good. Definitely not as good as Automata. Definitely not. If I had to put into perspective, like Nier Automata is like a 10 or 9.5 to me. Replicant's more like an 8. Still a great. I think it's still it could be considered a great game. Maybe a 7.5. I don't know, but it teeters totters. But I think it has definite problems with it. I think the voice acting is decent enough. I'm playing with the English because that's what it defaulted as. I think the side missions are rather atrocious outside of maybe 3 that I've done. I've done maybe like 25 or around that mark of side missions, and just most of them are just abysmal and add nothing to the lore of the world. So that's pretty bad, honestly. Overarching story, I think, is pretty good. There's emotion to be had. Combat is definitely a step down from Automata. It's a revision of the original game's combat. So it was never going to be a complete overhaul. But it's decent. It's okay. There's not much variety in terms of moves, but it gets the job done. And the music is absolutely fuego. So there's that. That's where probably 4 out of the 8 points it gets. It's the music.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What about you, Alish? What have you been playing?
Man, it's been a minute. So I beat Strikers. Honestly, it's probably one of the best. I mean, best spin-off Persona for sure. Has a better story than Persona 4 Golden to me. It does have
people to get mad at you, bro. People gonna come
Oh,
at
bro.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo,
definitely has a
Mez is
better
gonna
story.
fucking.
Nah,
Yo,
it has a way.
you gonna need that address, fella.
Listen,
Nah,
I will
definitely.
wholeheartedly agree with Alish. Like, listen, I think Persona 4 Golden story is like the second worst Persona game story.
Yeah, it's not very good. And like the character, like the character additions are honestly like as good as Royal. Honestly, like they add a really good dynamic to the story. They have really good arcs, like really good development. There was like some sort of like like there's some sort of similarities if you play more than one Persona story. Like you'll see some similarities with like Persona 3 or Persona 5 and stuff. Combat, it honestly got worse as I played it because so like I know I saw Skip's video where he said like it's more like FF7, and like I would agree with that, but the only thing is like there's too much of an emphasis on magic and strikers. In FF7, magic is more used just as as a supplement to the physical attacks, which with physical attacks you have like much more fun with developing combos with different characters and all the other stuff. So the combat became kind of repetitive because just like I just spam magic pretty much for the entire rest of the game. The final boss was honestly it was pretty engaging. I was pretty happy with it. The ending was like slightly predictable just because like you like if like you obviously know some characters can't like some characters can't be in it or whatever like that, so it was sort of predictable in that sense. What else? There is enough variation with like social links, like even though they're not in the game, but like there's still enough activities that you can do with each different character, and they give like your kind of your RV will look different as you do more missions because they'll give you certain gifts and stuff. I honestly I don't know if I would play it again. I would play it again for the story, but I wouldn't play it again for the combat. It's really weird because the combat just felt really repetitive. So then also I beat the pacing was still an issue, especially towards the end where it just like more information dumping. It just was a lot. Yeah, it was honestly
expository dumps.
Yeah, they still had a lot. I think like they had those points where like a lot of stuff's about to happen, you better save. They like both times they did that, in between was just cutscene. Like there was like barely any gameplay. It was kind of wild.
I know. I heard about that. Jack said that she streamed and it was like an hour and a half of cutscenes. Like,
yeah, it's not. I mean, I don't think it's like that. It's like good 40 minutes. I think it's like 40 minutes. You just like it's just cutscene.
I didn't even notice that in P5 Royal. To be fair, like I didn't even realize.
Me
Like
neither.
I'm always engaged. I wasn't always engaged
Yeah.
with that game from start to finish. So I didn't even know like that was a thing. So I
didn't
like,
notice either at all.
yeah, that's crazy.
Wait, hold on a second. Wait.
So they hit on PS.
No, like I kind of agree with Felice with some of the aspects with P5 Strikers. I think of course Atlas working on the story was like a given and stuff like that, but combat wasn't them. That was what Koei Tecmo.
Me. Oh, I was thinking. I was gonna say the fucking dev of what's that free to play game?
Oh no,
My bad.
No, that free to get Genshin Impact. I don't know why I was thinking of that name. It was random.
Yeah.
My bad. Someone walked in, but so then after that, I beat Sekiro after 2 years. Dropped it after 2 years. I picked it back up, and I was pretty much at the end already because I had to just get one more of the materials the leader needed. The game just like I don't know what happened, but the game just my impression of it just skyrocketed. Like that game is
because it's fire, bro.
It was. I think honestly, I think it's because I was playing at like 40 FPS on PS4 Pro. Honestly, that might have been a part of it.
Really, like, it's because of the console version.
Low key, because I mean, I still had the console, but I played on PS5. But yo, those fucking boss fights are so fucking good, and the music in each of them,
yes,
are just fucking. I think the worst boss for me still was the first Guardian Ape one, where like you cut his head off, he comes back. That was still the worst boss for me.
Oh yeah,
second Guardian
Ape was you definitely suffer like figure him out, his patterns and shit like that.
He was
that motherfucker was annoying.
Oh my god, the second one was easier, even though he had his fucking friend come with him.
Yeah, but you know the patterns. That's why like it's and shit.
Yeah. And then so that final boss was because I don't know if someone said it's like one of the hardest bosses ever. I don't know if someone said that.
Yeah,
but I don't agree. That like it wasn't. I still think Ludwig and Yuzuru are harder than that. I mean, I took the ending where you go with the leader with the emperor, whatever, like the kid.
Mm-hmm.
So that final boss took me like maybe an hour or two, but Yuzuru took me like 2 weeks. So like, but that final boss was still really fire. And I'm definitely want to replay it on PC. I will definitely utilize that boss rush mode also when I play it on PC because I feel like that shit is a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like
Make
that,
sure that you unlock the frame rate.
oh, absolutely. Do I have to mod it for that, or what do I have to do?
You have to download Cheat Engine
Okay.
and turn on something,
Okay.
or turn
I didn't know
off
that.
on cap frame rate.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. But yeah, like I hope Sekiro's still too expensive. That shit needs to be like half off.
Yeah.
But so beat that, and then now I'm trying to beat Neo 2 DLC. DLC what? It's because my main thing going into was I hope they address the difficulty because Neo 2 was really easy, especially with the Mercury counters. That was like the main reason why it was so easy for me. First DLC, really easy. Like it was honestly easier than the main game. It was.
Oh,
Second, yeah, it's just two missions and it's like really easy. Like it's
this man said the
nothing.
Makiri counter. You
I
still
think.
thinking
Oh,
about
sorry.
Sekiro?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know yokai counter. Oh my goodness, I
Yeah.
completely forgot. They even reused. There's a lot of reused bosses in the Neo 2 DLC. Like the first boss of the Neo 2 DLC, he's that blob dude from Neo 1, like the exact same thing. And then Neo 2, I just finished the boss where like they reused the electrical cat thing with the serpent snake tail from Neo 1. That's also in Neo 2. So like it just seems like it's not that much harder. Like I think only one boss gave me trouble. And that was late into DLC 2. So hopefully DLC 3 will be better. But honestly, I low key want to drop it so I can finish Demon Souls. But I know I'm almost done, so I'm just pushing it through. And I hope to play Hades next after I beat my Souls binge. And yeah, that's pretty much like what I'm doing. So
Dude,
I need to
beating
get back into
beating
Neo
Hades,
too.
you gotta like beat it like several times to like get end credits, the actual like end credit.
Oh really? Oh shit!
Mhm.
yeah,
I haven't played it since beta or
beta.
Early
not
access.
beta. What do you call it? Early access.
Oh,
I still have it downloaded. I just haven't played it since then. I don't know why.
and then next month FF7. So I'm waiting for that.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
what
keep
I'm honestly waiting
forgetting
for.
that's supposed
Yo,
to.
Disgusting.
Wait, when does Ratchet and Clank come out?
the 11th. I'm sorry, Ratchet. I'm sorry,
But
Ratchet. You're getting put aside. I'm
Whoa, I
sorry.
don't know about all that.
For
Yeah,
DLC,
absolutely.
y'all motherfuckers are
We'll
insane.
talk about the Ratchet and
Absolutely.
Clank stuff,
Absolutely.
but
Jesus
I don't know,
Christ.
man. I might have to like, dude. I love FS7 remake, but I
Nah.
gotta play that new game. But
Yo, they haven't made a good Ratchet game in like what?
wait,
13 years?
we'll talk about it in a bit.
Gag.
But
All right. What's about Taladia, man?
yeah, it's a lot that you've been playing.
Dude, I've been playing a variety of different games. Firstly, playing Injustice, grinding that a lot, and then on the side, been doing what's that game? Played MK11 as well, and then started Battle for the Grid as well. Been learning different fighting games really, because I want to get good at fighting games, and that's my main focus right now is playing different fighting games, but learning them at the same time. Because at the moment I'm still on one monitor, so that's in my spare time off stream, just playing those games, learning different characters, and trying to get good at the game.
Totally feel that. I guess we can go right into Ratchet because we had a state of play for Ratchet and Clank. Among
Let me
Us
start
going
on
to
that.
PS5. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
Subnautica going to PS5. Don't care. The big focus was Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And honestly, listen, man, I've been saying this for a while. I think Insomniac is up there with like PlayStation's top 3 studios in terms of the amount of games as well as the quality of games that they put out is up there. Miles, Spider-Man, and
Absolutely.
now this. Now we could debate whether or not if it's up to the standard of Ratchet and Clank. I don't like. We had the discussion of 2016, and that for me that was it was a budget title, as well as it's also supposed to tie into the movie, right? So they're
Mhm.
like beholden to Sony Picture Animations, right? So it's like you couldn't really do much in that aspect. It's like PlayStation's different zones or whatever, or Sony's different zones of, hey man, they were just trying to promote the movie as well as get sales of the game from the movie. So that movie
Would we
didn't
call it a
do
movie
well.
tie-in game? Would we
Huh?
call it a movie tie-in game?
I
Can we call it a
consider it.
movie?
Yeah, I
Okay.
consider it that way.
Okay.
I feel like
it's
it's like
got
a
the-
Spider-Man 3 or 2 or those
Like
games.
any Spider-Man movie tie-in game or
Yeah,
anything like that. Okay. I
that's
can
what I
see that.
consider that. You know.
Yeah.
But like for me, it's like this game, like in terms of like, literally looks like a Pixar fucking brought to life. Like I said, like Kenna's like DreamWorks. I consider like Ratchet and Clank like Pixar in terms of like the art style and
Mhm.
seeing the fur. Like it looks even better than the 2016, and seeing like how like wet the fur gets and stuff, and like those aspects. A lot of people keep trying to like ship Ratchet and Rivet, and I have the theory that freaking Ratchet in this alternate timeline's her freaking dad or something like that, because she's like that Lombat reminds me or whatever or something like that. So it's like I very much think people need to chill on these shippings because they might be related.
Bro, don't chill on nothing, bro.
Don't chill.
Rule
Oh, you can't do
34
Rule 34,
vibes.
bro. Until what's gonna happen when they say, "Oh, by the way, I freaking Ratchet's her father in a different alternate reality."
Bro, that don't matter, bro.
What?
They-
Yo, what?
What do you mean? They're furry pets anyway. They don't that you think that matters in Rule 34? You're bugging the fuck out.
Listen, man. We need to chill.
They're unreal fucking characters anyway.
Wow.
But you already know the vibes. That shit was beautiful though. But
Oh, yeah.
you already know the Sony stands are like, yo, this looks better than any game ever created. You already know the vibe. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
I mean,
It looks
no,
fucking beautiful though.
my
It
thing
looks
is, it's
insane.
like it's hard to compare though. It's like different art styles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what game can I compare this to? I can't. You know
You
what
have
I
to
mean?
compare it to a different or the same game. I mean, Ratchet and Clank 2016 is the only one you can really compare it to.
Yeah. So
That
it's
comes
kind
to
of
mind.
hard. It's like I definitely think it's like a really good looking game and shit like that, because it literally looks like Pixar, and then like I said, kind of looks like DreamWorks.
Yeah.
Like, so it's
It,
I can't wait, because like the gameplay looks fun to me, right? And
Mhm.
doing the different realities and like how the different worlds are seamless. Like they're doing a lot of like interesting angles for this game. So I'm pretty hyped in that aspect. I think it's going to be a good game. Now, will it satisfy the hardcore Ratchet and Clank fans? I have no idea. I can't even say, because we haven't gotten like how many budget titles of Ratchet and Clank games have we gotten?
There's 3.
Okay, when's the
The
last like
mainline
full
main
like budget?
if you don't count if you count the side games, I guess there's 5, but mainline games 3.
Mm-hmm.
The last full budget title was Crack in Time in 2009, which was it is a top 3 Ratchet game in my opinion, but that's a long time ago.
Yep.
So,
So this is like their
gonna be
big
good,
like the
though.
big comeback for like in
Yeah.
terms of a budget title.
the thing is, yeah, it's like because the movie I'll give you, like it could be considered a movie tie-in game. Into the Nexus was honestly at best a $15 Ratchet game because it came with another budget title for $30. Like they combined it for
$15.
$30. Yeah,
Mhm.
because like Quest for Booty was $15, and then the game launched at 30. So like it came with Quest for Booty for free. So just I would just and it's literally like it was literally like a 4-hour game. Like it was really 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 short. And they reused assets from All for One. Like they were really lazy with it. But the thing is with this game is like, on one hand, I accept that they will never make a game as good as the PS2 classics and the first 2 future games. And also I understand that usually they tend to, when it's a new system, they tend to go all out for it. PS4 was kind of the exception to that because again it was a budget game. Because Tools of Destruction was their showcase and that was also being compared to a Pixar movie. If you go back and look at the articles and stuff. So on that hand, it gives me faith that okay, like they're gonna really like hone in on just like take full advantage and give us like a variety of gameplay modes that utilize the hardware in different ways. And you see that with like the different gameplay modes and arena battles. Because for a long time they were missing, even though they had it in Cracking Time, they kind of were missing that sort of extra vehicle, extra gameplay variety that the PS2 games had. So it's nice to see that it's coming back in this game, it seems. My concern is it was interesting because they retconned a part of the story because the goons, those goons for less, they called themselves thugs for less and into the Nexus, which didn't make sense because the leader got killed in going commando. So they kind of retconned that, which I appreciate that because yeah, it didn't really make sense. Also, nice to see that the weapons are different because I think 2016 reused a lot of weapons. They didn't even remake the weapons from the first game. They literally just brought over weapons from previous games and called it a day in the remake. But the Nefarious being brought back for the millionth time, like I really wish that they would make a new original villain, like a good one. It just seems like they don't seem to care about that. And Nefarious is kind of like I guess the Joker of Ratchet and Clank, just because like how often they can bring him back, I guess. And also, honestly, there were some parts of the showing. Honestly, I was kind of just bored. I was just like, the game looks amazing, but the animations, I'm really worried about that because the animations in 2016 just sucked. Like they were just awful. I like the characters just stood there with no emotion, no expression, like looked like stick figures when they were talking to other people.
I like the animation for the small cutscenes they did, and the animations for the enemies when they would die and shit. I like their movement animation.
The third person, I like that a lot. That's a very good change because they tried to put that in those future games, but the problem is that when you went to third person, you would slow down to a walking speed, which removed all incentive to use it, so you just never need to use it. So it's nice that there's actually they actually improved on that front. But also my final thing is they use this. I just hate this plot line of Ratchet and Clank be separated because they already did that in a Cracking Time, and they're doing it again, and it's just annoying because I'm just like, I want an adventure with them together again, like as as one, as in an original game, not like in a reboot or whatever. So
fair enough.
I have a lot of, again, like I know the writer or whatever, but that's least my concern because they haven't had a good story in forever. But I'm cautiously optimistic just because it's a fully budgeted next gen title with a lot of different bells and whistles that they can use that's never been used. Well, has been used, but not like the SSD stuff like that. So
you still getting a day one?
I think so, but I'm getting it's being gifted to me. So other than that, I honestly would have. Yeah, other than that, I would have waited for a price drop. To be honest, just because FF7, I'd rather play that day one, in my opinion. But yeah, that's my spiel on it.
I just think the game is beautiful. I'll wait for a price drop. I'm not buying no $7 games. But yeah, it looks nice. I liked 2016, so unlike these fellows. But I never played the others, so. But I thought 2016 was fun.
When do you think that price drop's gonna happen?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna give a time frame on it.
Especially a Ratchet and Clank game.
Has Sackboy dropped down in price?
I have no idea. Actually, no, it did. I saw it on Amazon. Okay. I don't know about digital.
Demon
I don't have a digital anyway.
So that's what I'm saying.
Because I feel like it'd be true. I feel like it'd be true.
Because I feel like Demon Souls is more niche than Ratchet.
Is it? I don't know how they fucking sell.
I think it is. I think it is. Well, just because like the appeal is easier to market it.
How
than
much
Demon
did
Souls is.
I mean? How much did Dark Souls 3 sell? Didn't that sell like 10 million or something? Like crazy
Dark
like
Souls
that?
3, I mean, I think. Look that up.
Yeah,
Not
sold
sure.
over 10 million.
Yeah, that's on all platforms. That's PC, Xbox, PlayStation. Yeah.
It's becoming less. That's not a niche anymore though. Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a niche anymore to me. But I mean, Demon Souls probably sold less, obviously, because there's less PS5s in the wild, especially in the hands of buyers that actually play games.
Mhm.
But Demon Souls is probably going to sell probably like at least 6-7 million
It is
in
lifetime.
lifetime, probably more. I'm lowballing it.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing.
But
But
so Ratchet's been around for like 20 years.
yeah, that's true. But I don't know how well Ratchet has sold
I don't think
historically.
it's sold.
All I know is they said 2016 was like the best seller, right?
Yeah.
So, they'll probably do like comparable numbers. They'll probably be around the same. Demon Souls and Ratchet.
I think that it'll sell well just because also it's like a PS5, like early PS5 game where like there's less competition to I guess choose from, versus like later on in its life cycle. But who knows?
Agreed.
What are you thinking about, Taladia?
Have you seen it?
I
The
think
Ratchet and Clank?
I saw the state of play stuff for Ratchet and Clank, and it did remind me a lot of Spider-Man to it, like some of the elements, especially the wall running.
Oh yeah.
That's true. That's true.
And some of even the cogwheel that they had pop up, they changed the gadgets. They
Mhm.
kind of reminded me of that, and
Mhm.
I think it's going to do well. Do I believe that it's going to do well to the previous game? I think maybe that's a big maybe. Um, I just think though that this game is definitely 110%. I think it looks good, really good, like in terms of quality and production value because it's a PlayStation exclusive. So um, the production for it's high budget, especially for next gen.
Mhm.
And like you said, it's because it's going to be early on of the life cycle for the PlayStation 5. I think it'll sell well. I do believe that. Like,
And Insomniac are just hard carrying right now.
Mhm.
Not
Oh,
even
yeah.
10 months later, they have 2 games
Well,
within a year.
technically, think about it like this. They had.
3 games.
Wait, okay. You said in 2 years, right? Or no?
No, I said in less than a year they're gonna have 2
Okay,
games
think
released.
about it
Full
like
full price
you're not
game.
even counting Spider-Man Remastered as well. But they
Oh yeah, I'm
reworked
not
like
counting
ray
that.
tracing and like actually like the game looks visually in terms of textures and shit like that better than Spider-Man PS4.
Agreed. Yeah, I
So
totally
it's
agree with that.
like I'm just shocked. I was like when seeing that remastered, I was like, hey, it has like the 60 FPS ray tracing mode along with
Mhm.
it, you know.
Just another.
Mhm.
Here's a question for you guys though, right?
Mhm.
Because Ratchet and Clank is coming out in June, right?
Yeah.
And E3 is just right around the corner. By the way, did Ratchet and Clank did they have DLC or no for the previous games?
No,
No.
they've never had DLC.
They've never had DLC. Okay.
Yeah,
No,
no
they would have
story
like
expansion.
Yeah, they had like those budget games, but they only had one of those like Quest for Booty. They only had that one. But that wasn't really an expansion. That was like its own thing.
Okay. Okay. So I think that because with E3 right around the corner, we're like a month away from it. I think there's potential they could announce another game.
There's probably be
Oh,
Spider-Man 2.
yeah, but my
Spider-Man
thing
2.
is, Spider-Man 2 will get announced, but I don't think you're gonna see like. I think
No.
you'll
Just
see
the
the.
announcement.
Yeah, I think
Just
you'll
the
get the equivalent of the like announcement of like
original.
Spider-Man, like not
Yeah,
like
from
in game.
2016.
It's just gonna be like you'll see like the black suit or something like that.
I think it'd
Mhm.
be like a 2016 thing where it'll be like they'll reveal it, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
From Insomniac.
Yeah.
But I just think that the way Insomniac is going, it's just they're going the right way. I think they're doing a lot more better than some of the other developers I've seen, like cough Square Enix.
Oh
But
man, wait a minute, Chief.
Wait, what?
Talk about Avengers. That's
Square
what
Enix.
Oh, ew.
Bro,
yeah,
this man brings up Avengers every podcast. It's crazy.
no, with Square Enix is the way they develop with some of the other games, not Avengers. I'm not talking about Avengers. I'm talking about like Tomb Raider and
I
the
mean,
other games.
that's still Crystal.
Their Western Division is
it's
trash.
kind of.
No,
Yeah, the Western Division's not that
big
great.
trash. Big trash.
Yeah, so it's like some of the other games. So it's like I just feel those where Insomniac is gonna lead is they'll probably get like really high rating numbers in terms of ratings for Ratchet and Clank. I'm probably seeing an 8.5 out of 10, maybe 9.
I think the highest Ratchet game was Up Your Arsenal. That was like a low 90.
No, I thought it was
I think.
Crack in Time.
90?
Oh, really? Oh,
I
really?
thought so.
Let me double check.
Yeah, because I swear it was Crack in Time.
What will you guys play it on? If they only had two modes, 60 FPS or ray tracing
Oh,
30?
60,
Oh,
absolutely.
60, but I probably the second playthrough play on ray tracing just to see.
Bruh, like when you play Ratchet game at 30, you feel that shit. It is
My thing
awful.
is I hope they do the whole Spider-Man
like
aspect.
bruh. Yeah,
Like
Up Your
the-
Arsenal is a 91. It's the highest.
What about Crack in Time? Was that 89?
87? 87.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Jeez. What was I saying? Oh, they need to have a mode, and I think it'll be after the game launches. It could be a month from later. They'll have ray tracing plus 60 FPS.
Yeah.
I shall wait until the day.
Honestly, I'll probably go for that platinum, so I'll probably replay it anyways by the time they drop that.
Yeah, because
I have
that
every platinum.
they always
Right.
wait till not the last minute, but wait till after the game launches to add a mode that everyone will probably want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because 60 FPS and ray tracing, hell yeah, give it to me.
Imagine the imagine photo mode on that game as well.
Oh, I think they were showing off a photo mode, right? Or no?
No.
So what?
Y'all saw Digital Foundry's video on it?
No, I didn't get to see it. No.
No, I did that.
They basically just talked about how it's like they're doing similar techniques that they did in Spider-Man, but because everything is not not supposed to be like realistic, it looks even better because they can hide some of the faults with like the ray tracing or like screen space reflection. So it looks even better. But it's like the similar or the same techniques though, but it looks even better because of the art style.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Like I said, it's gonna be dope. June. Yeah, we're getting a lot to eat basically. And I guess a good segue is Resident Evil 8 is coming out literally on Friday. Midnight.
Yes, sir.
Wow. This Friday?
Yep,
yes,
this
sir.
Friday.
Oh, shit, I thought oh wow.
Yes, sir.
And hopefully it unlocks on Steam at midnight. I swear if it locks
it's gonna unlock at 11,
morning,
bro. I'm
in
telling
the
you.
morning, I'm gonna get pissed. I always get pissed about Steam when they do that shit. It's just annoying.
I work on Friday. I'm just gonna get off. I might play that shit like midday. Like, yo, I'm pulling up. I don't know.
But
whenever I get off.
Like I said,
I play the shit.
It's gonna be dope for RE8. And like a lot of people, it's interesting seeing a lot of aspects of how things are gonna shake up with RE going forward, and what they're gonna do and all that, and how shit's gonna tie in. Like, I think the theory going around is that like we're gonna going forward with RE8. I think that'll just be new characters, and a lot of people are gonna get mad about that. And it's I think you'll get old characters in Revelation games. That's what I personally believe. They have a couple Revelation games in development. 100% you'll see old characters. If you want to see Leon, go watch the Resident Evil movie on Netflix. I think it's coming out in July or something like that, right? It's like people it's hard. This is the thing. It's Capcom did it to themselves. And what I mean by this, and what people aren't going to understand, is they made these characters so freaking OP
Yeah.
John and Chris, it's like,
You can't. How do you write them out?
yeah, it's like it's
Mm.
hard. And the thing is, it's like then they basically technically nerfed Chris, what, in RE7. So it's
Yeah.
like it's hard to do these things, to have these characters in it when you kind of mess with them bad in these games. With
Mhm.
RE starting with, I think, like I said, I've been saying this on the podcast, talking with people. RE4 was the tipping point of no return.
Yep.
Suplexing fucking infected people and roundhouse kicking. It's like, okay, and then you're having Chris punching boulders and shit. It's like, yo, what? And then having driving out on motorcycles and RE6. It's like, bro. Like I said, I don't have an issue. I know a lot of people are purists in terms of RE8 needs to be third person. I'm never in that camp of it needs to be in this type of, first or third. I don't care unless it's a good game and still has horror and survival elements. I'm fine. I don't want another game that's RE5 or RE6. I
Yeah.
just don't want it. And even technically RE4 in several aspects. I just do not want it. Just give me a survival horror game. Let me fucking fend for myself. Let me be fearful. Let me, take down enemies. Like, do that shit. I don't want to be freaking just like suplexing or doing any of that. Like, I
No.
don't
Yeah.
care. I don't like that aspect. If RE8 told me I get to suplex freaking Lycans, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not playing that game. I don't.
Yeah. I agree. It needs to just stay at least in the survival horror. It doesn't matter what the aspect is. It just stay in survival horror.
Yeah.
8 is feeling like it's more. I mean, at least with the village demo, it's feeling like it's more open than 7. Like you're in the field fighting lichens, or they're like in their house or whatnot from 7. But I think they're still going to keep the same motif of the entire game, or of the franchise of being survival horror. It's looking good. So
Yeah, it does look good. I agree with you on that because I've seen some stuff about Resident Evil 8 and whatnot, and in my eyes, it I think it might be similar to 7. I think just some of the elements.
yeah,
But
it is the same or combat elements at least.
yeah, I think it'll have some combat elements to it. But do you guys believe that this will top the previous game though?
7?
Yes.
Oh, you mean like 2 and 3 remake?
I think you mean
No,
7.
7.
Yeah,
7.
I think 100%. Reason why is there's
Yeah,
more enemy types, so that's the biggest benefit for this game.
I think it has the potential. I won't say it will. Obviously, we don't have it. I don't say it will top it, but it definitely has the potential.
And also how they stick the story landing as well.
Yeah.
But it definitely has
Anybody?
the potential. Like if just like talking enemy variations and stuff like that, it's more varied than what RE7 was. I think you had the black goo and the white goo, and I think that was about it, right? Besides, the bosses.
Yeah, that was basically it. But I don't know. They're gonna have to find a way to top the house of 7 though. They have to top the house.
Yeah, I think the more claustrophobic feeling is the castle. I think, right? But my thing is also kind of go into like the theories and stuff like that. Like I think there's gonna be 4 different areas, right? You got Heisenberg, which is the Lycan dude with the big hammer. Dimitrescu, which is the castle, and then the 2 other people, right? I don't know
That random guy.
the
with
guy
the
that
long
looks
hair.
kind of like which one?
The white guy with the white hair. That guy
The white
with the
hair.
glasses.
No, oh, you're talking about Heisenberg.
That guy.
Yeah, the guy with the hammer, right?
Oh, yeah, he's a human. He's a human, though, right?
No, The dude.
Oh,
with
there
the
was like a human
hammer-
character in the trailer. I don't know. He like talks to you.
Oh, you talk about the guy that wears a hat and glasses.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that's Heisenberg. Yeah, he's the dude with the hammer.
Oh.
Yeah, Demetrescu, right? That's like the two bosses already, and then a woman controlling a puppet. That's the third one, and the fourth one is this dude that has like a cloak, who's also like, whatchamacall, like kind of looks weird, like a mutated person or something like that. It looks mutated, like, and Mother Miranda. That's like 5. So you might have 5 areas.
Hmm.
Yeah. Another theory I got is like also you play as Chris. Because
Probably, maybe.
he's in the freaking artwork
Oh.
of the game. So
Yeah, I saw that on Reddit
hmm
of Chris on like it was on some board or something that showed the artwork. I was just like, wait, what?
yeah, I think you'll play as him in the game, but it's gonna be dope. Elise, you got what? Have you played the demo or?
I'm going into it blind. I'm not getting day one. Good old. Like I'm going in completely blind, so I don't know. I don't know much about the game itself. I played all of them though.
Nice.
I played the demo. I was honestly like trying to rush through. I'm bad at like time management, and like 30-minute demos is trash. I was kind of rushing through. I've already seen most of it because I watched like the Digital Foundry breakdown for the performance of on the consoles. I basically just used it to see how it performs on PC, and it performs just as good as any other Resident Evil game. It runs flawlessly. I was playing it maxed out at 1440p, and I didn't go under 75 FPS with ray tracing on.
Oh shit, yo, that means I
It ran
definitely
great.
can't do no 4K on PC Max.
Well, you can do 4K. It's just
No ray tracing.
yeah, if you turn off ray tracing, you're probably going to get like 20-30%. I never even turned it off to see what the performance difference is, but it's probably going to be massive.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do
So.
1440p then. Freaking 20.
Oh, you want to have ray tracing on?
I may. I don't know. Yeah, it depends. We'll see how I feel.
But yeah, the demo was fun. Graphics look great. Oh, it has a render scale too. I like that as a render scale. I was messing with that, but sound design is great as always. I fucking love the sound design in Resident Evil games, and yeah, I like the voice acting. All of it looked well. I like the some of the enemy types in the what is it, the castle demo, when you go into like it's like the underground where like the cages and shit. Not cages. They're like, I don't know, like a slave. There's like a prison. I like the enemies in there, like the crazy woman. And somebody modded it to have Barneys instead. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh yes.
Modders are crazy. They modded to have Barney, and they modded it to have unlimited, so they can play for unlimited time in the demo. I haven't. I'm just gonna play the game. I don't care to do that, but I think that's hilarious. Modders.
Yeah, I think everyone's excited for it, and it's gonna be. I think we can discuss this. Supposedly, it's reported that it's gonna be 9 to 12 hours, and a lot of people are complaining about that. And this is what I have to say: survival horror games usually aren't very long games.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not 20 freaking hours.
Yeah, that would be awful.
That would. How would you even properly pace a survival horror game that's less long?
Exactly.
Like you'd have to consistently like introduce new enemies every 2-3 hours to keep you involved, or change up scenery and whatnot. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Highly
just like
unlikely.
people just like, oh, we want more, and it's like, bro, game's gonna get worse as a result, more than likely. You know,
RE games usually that long anyways. Like
yeah,
they're usually that long anyways.
I think the longest might have been RE4.
No,
think.
it's 6.
Is it 6? Really?
6 because they got multiple. You have to play as multiple different. There's multiple campaigns.
Dude, I fucking hated 6.
Yeah, 6 was awful. But yeah.
People
But yeah, 9 to
also-
12 is perfectly good.
Yeah, 9 to 12 honestly is pretty good. I probably hover around 10 hours when I beat it. Most likely.
I bought it, and I bought it on sale anyway for like $48. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with that.
And it's just like people need to realize it's like, bro, like horror movies. You think of like think about it like this in terms of movie aspect. You would not want a horror movie that's 2.5 hours long.
No, yeah, I would drag.
No.
The thing would be hella dragged. It makes no freaking sense.
Yeah.
So that's why better this way. And I don't understand like the big just like people like the big not even backlash, but people are just like get angry and like are entitled to a lot of stuff. It's very annoying.
Yep.
But yes, now we got to talk about a very interesting topic. And shout out to this reviewer because this person like blocked everyone that I knew. Blocked me, blocked everybody. And I'm like, how did I get blocked by her? I have
And then-
no
Oh,
idea.
Yeah, I got blocked too.
And then she what do you
I didn't
call
even
it?
say
Her-
a
her
word to
comments
her.
Yeah, I know
At
she
all.
existed.
for
But-
followers only.
Yeah. So what's interesting is there's two aspects to this. This is the like she also reviewed Returnal, and she hated the game. She just hates PlayStation actually. And what is it? Then she also played Near Replicant with what AI or something like a thing that like lets you play like beat the game for you basically.
Yeah, she made a article. I don't know if it was a review or not of the game, but it was about Replicant, about how she turned on auto combat, and she said that every game should have this, especially games like the Soul series. Specifically said the Soul series, and she didn't expect there to be blowback. So I don't know what the
She's
fuck's
just
wrong
like,
with her.
oh my fingers are like in
Yeah.
pain and stuff like. I'm like, bro,
She
what?
she was like I'm 38. I mean you could have, bad joints at 38 years old. It depends on what you did in your younger life or how you took care of your body. It's just, why would you say that? And be surprised by the reaction. That's what I just don't understand.
Yeah, like people are like, and I don't know how she just blocked people that they don't like. I don't even know this person. Like, I never spoke to this person, and I was blocked. I was like, damn.
The person is what her name is, like Dia Lupa, Dia or
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
something
it's like-
Dia something.
Lucina.
Dua Lipa. No,
Dia
no,
Lipa.
that's a what? Hold on.
No, it's
Dia, it's
Dia
like
Lucina.
DIA. Dia.
That lady, I don't know. And it only became worse because she incited more controversy when she was tweeting on her public work Twitter account, and she was like, she said something about like people that go for platinums have never
touched a woman or something.
touched a woman.
Yeah, or
It's
been
like,
with a woman.
this is your public Twitter account for work. What are you doing?
Yeah, you could tell she doesn't have like PlayStation like games or fans. It's like she even made an article that's like, oh, this and that, like screw PlayStation and all this. Like
Jim Ryan, all that.
Yeah.
Jim Ryan.
Mm-hmm. I saw all that. Very inflammatory statement she made.
So funny.
Jesus Christ, this lady.
And now she wants to quit because of us. I was like, listen.
Anyway, she probably got something else going on. Like someone like that's thought, like, I don't know.
She's absolutely mentally unhinged in some sort of capacity.
Yeah.
I say she should just go into a different line of work.
Yeah,
This is not meant for you.
And I tweeted about something else because somebody responded to her statements about Returnal as well. And this is Jeff Grubb, and
Jeff Scrub.
he deleted the tweet, but I got it. He captured it.
And Jeff Scrub.
And I tweeted it said yikes with the image. And this is Jeff Grubb saying, the only thing that gamers hate more than a low score for a game they haven't played yet is a woman who clearly knows more about games than them. We don't deserve critics like Dia.
Oh God.
That
Why
shit
don't
was
people think
deleted off rip. He was like, yo, I should have left this in the drafts. What the
This
fuck is
dude's
wrong with me?
stupid.
And I was like, bro, what?
The fella should just left that in the drafts.
Talk about reading the room.
Yeah, oh my god, Jeff, no. What are you doing?
Bro, like I
Jeff
said,
Grubb
bro,
for
like Jeff Grubb, man, like listen, man. Some of his his inside, he has some inside knowledge, but he's also got shit wrong. And I feel like he's getting to the point where he's thinking he has this big, like, he's like Jason Schreier now or some shit. I'm
Yeah,
like, no, you're not,
agreed.
bro.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'm like, you're
Yeah,
not
he-
Jason Schreier. It's like, and the way you're treating gamers like that and praising Dia for saying some dumb shit and posting tweets about the PlayStation trophy and gamers and all this, it's like, bro, what are you talking about, my guy? It's like, and I even said like the people tweeting to me about me, you know, putting that image, and they said double yikes, and it's like, and then Erica's like, get him out of here, and I was like, yo,
Absolutely.
and fucking
Yeah.
people said his bio was all I needed to see, and it's crazy. It's like he needs
His
to
bio?
understand people. Like it's. I don't know, man. His
Oh,
fucking
God.
takes are just trash, Jeff.
God,
Grubb.
he's
Like,
just I can't I don't know why people take this guy so- like I swear he just like gets so much shit wrong. And when he was there was that clip that came out, he was like mad that Sony didn't send him a PS5 or
Mhm.
whatever. Just like, bro, like this dude is like I don't know where he gets his clout from. I don't get it. Anytime he
don't-
says anything, and wasn't Microsoft supposed to announce like Star Wars on Game Pass today? He said that. What happened
oh
to that?
yeah, he did.
Oh shit. Well,
Like why and then I think someone was like yeah, he said that Xbox Live was gonna be he's like, I still
Oh,
think
free,
that.
and then they increased the price.
Yeah, and he's like, I still think it's gonna be free. Dude, like it's just I don't get it.
hey
Such a
man,
dick.
it's just been pushed
Oh,
back. It's
And
just
then
been
he was
pushed back,
saying,
bro.
and then he
It's been
said that
pushed
yeah,
back.
Returnal requires skill, which is bad, or something like he was like attacking the fact that you need to be skilled to play Returnal. Like and you need to get better while you play that game. I'm just like because remember that line they said in the review of Returnal, it was like a player has to adapt their skills like based on the circumstances of like Returnal, which is bad. Or something like that. It was part of the review he did.
I have no idea. I don't really follow his content. I was watching. I haven't finished the podcast, but I was watching Iron Lord's podcast. They were doing, like their
Oh
typical
my- yo.
review of him.
Dude, I was gonna
Or
say,
not
dude,
review of
I wanted to
person,
say
but
it super chats like, bro,
interview.
what happened to your tweet that you deleted about Dio? I wanted to send that.
Oh, he would have tried to flame you. Probably. I don't know. But
Mhm.
yeah, Jeff Grubb, I don't know. That fella should have just stayed in the trench, or he should have stayed out of the trenches. He should not have came in with that type of mentality. That was just yikes. But I mean, he tried to save face and deleted the tweet. But yeah, that Dia lady bugging the fuck out.
But the thing is, people screenshotted that tweet probably by now.
No, I mean, I
Well, yeah,
freaking
Red
have it
Hood
on my
did.
Twitter. Like I tweeted about
Bruh,
it. I
bruh,
freaking
bruh,
took
just
that
he
shit.
just got to pretend like that never happened. Like, bro, it's fake news, bro. Why are you photoshopping me with this random tweet, bro? He just has to just disregard
No,
it at
but
any
the
cost.
one thing I know about what's it called, Jeff Grubb is that he's always gotten his shit wrong, majority of the
absolutely.
time.
Mhm.
He's like that fucking what's it called, Daniel RPK. Always majority of the time when he gets his shit wrong, he's like, he doesn't admit up to him being wrong.
I mean, from what I heard from Smooth, it sounded like he got some stuff right leading up to the Series X's launch, like in the summer of last year.
Didn't he say like the Series X showcase would be like the best event ever? Like he was hyping that shit up. The Series
I
X
don't
game
know.
showcase.
Wow.
I don't know,
him,
man.
Him,
I don't know.
Shinobi, and all those guys were and Benji Sales. They were hyping that event up so hard. It was so
Yeah,
funny.
I fuck with Benji sales, but I mean, we're human, bro. Sometimes we're off, bro.
Bro.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shinobi was like, "You're like gamers aren't ready to see what Microsoft is cooking up. If they think the Sony event is good, just wait." I was like, "Bro, come on."
Even a year
Yo,
later,
bro, just leave it alone, bro. Come on.
even a year later, it's like Xbox sales ain't looking that good
Yeah.
because they're still not selling any hardware.
Yeah. Hey
It's
man,
you still
hardware
No,
doesn't matter.
no, you mean they're
Pass, bro.
definitely selling hardware. Everyone is selling hardware right now.
Yo, Game Pass. It's not about the games you play. It's about deciding what to play. Come on.
All right, that tweet. All right, oh my god, I read it. I don't know if you could put that tweet up, but fuck, man, if you
Wait,
could put that
which
tweet
one?
up for the Game Pass tweet. Hold on, let me find that. I fucking retweeted it, bro. That Game Pass
So
tweet
funny.
was fucking hilarious. Yo, I'm like, why would you do this to yourself? This is the
Oh my
meme.
God.
And you're following through. Oh my god.
Would that be
What?
as bad as the sad Xbox? Would that be as bad as that when they called it the Xbox sad?
The Xbox sadded.
Yeah.
Bro, like I like what Xbox is trying to do, and they're trying to get off the ground fast with this
Yeah.
next generation. But like, bro, why are you tweeting shit like that? You're just making fun of yourself. What are you doing? Oh my god, where is it? I'm trying to find this shit. I retweeted it.
If they deleted it.
I hope not. Hold on.
Oh, it's right. Well, it's right here. Hold on.
Oh, post it.
Yeah, I put it on Discord.
That shit is. Oh my god.
Bruh, me dying.
Oh, I passed it.
Alright,
Yeah, I
let me
missed.
see. Let
If you could
me go to
post that shit.
OBS.
And then Xbox Game Pass replied, I feel attacked. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my
Bro, that's like a
God.
girl.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's like a fella intentionally coming to school with a pocket protector and pins inside, bro. Like, why am I getting bullied? I feel. What do you mean?
I feel attacked.
What?
No,
But
but it's,
basically, I mean, it's kind of facts, so let's keep it a buck. A lot of people.
That
probably
is
do that.
honestly how it is. I ain't gonna cap.
Oh my god.
Damn, someone said this. Playing old games, waiting for new first-party AAA titles. Jeez, people really got it, bro.
That shit is
wait.
pure fucking combat. Yo, honestly, the fact that came from Xbox themselves, that makes it official. Honestly, fanboys, I guarantee you, fanboys are just gonna use. They can literally just use that to stop any argument about Game Pass. They literally just gave him the ammo. They gave them the ammo. I was like, yo,
Oh my god.
Smooth, say anything about ain't Game Pass added 97 games.
Oh my god.
This picture, bro. It's a wrap. It don't bro, all those games you're gonna play for 20 minutes. Oh my god. That is too funny.
it's just like, you know, the way I see Xbox, it's just that even though it's a year later since the release of its late next gen, I don't think Xbox has got what it takes to take on
No way.
what Sony has right now.
All right, no, absolutely not. I mean, all these games that they have in development, they have to hit. We should talk about Second Extinction.
Oh yeah, those screenshots.
That game's been early access, so my thing is, right?
It was on early access for PC for a while, but not on Xbox.
Yeah, but my thing is, it's like it's the same freaking game. Same game. It's like it's ass. It's ass.
The Turok. Just another Turok, Left 4 Dead style. But yeah, people didn't even want to talk about that game. It's like
because like people were hyping it up. It's like, yo, this game's gonna be great. It's like, bro, it's on PC. It's not that good. It's like it's gonna be amazing. And then no one talked about it.
Bro, it's because it came out like the same day as Returnal, or I saw maybe 2 people talk about it, and then no one else. No one cared about that game. It was all Returnal and Game Pass talk. Not even the game that just came out for early access.
The
So,
one problem that
it's
Xbox has is that they should have got rights onto, let's say, a first-person shooter game like Enlisted, right? That's a first-person shooter game. It's on next gen. You can get it for PlayStation 5, which is absolutely free. PC and PS5, I think, only.
it's
So
Enlisted is on Xbox.
Yeah, I think so.
Or at least I saw Kit's Move was playing it, or he talked about playing it on Xbox.
I don't see I don't see a lot of people from Xbox playing that, and I have got like a friend of mine that that's got an Xbox. And I was like, bro, do you prefer Xbox? Do you prefer PlayStation? He's like, bro, I prefer the PlayStation because there's so many more games coming out on PlayStation than Xbox. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
the problem is the games on Xbox are so far out,
Yeah.
and they haven't really touched on them in a long
Didn't
time.
Ninja
It's
Theory
it's all been
recently get a director or something like that
For
for
Hellblade
Hellblade
2?
2?
Yeah.
Hellblade 2.
Yeah, director. Didn't they just recently?
Why?
get one?
Wait. Why do people say Starfield's coming out this year? Why are people saying that?
I don't know. It could come
I'm
out
just
this
like-
year,
Yo,
and it could come out next year. Who
because the
fucking
Lord's
knows,
move, bro.
Because I'm
Lord's
just
move.
like, wait,
I'm gonna
like,
let's keep it a buck, right? I don't think Starfield's coming out. The main
No,
reason
it's
is
not.
if
It's
it's come
not.
like people need to realize. Guess what's gonna come out in fall season? Halo, and maybe Forza Horizon, right?
we've
Yeah.
seen nothing. We've seen
People-
nothing.
So
people
why would
that
they
are-
why would they want to compete with themselves? You know what I mean? In that time
It's
frame, it just
dumb.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, unless it comes out like 2-3 months later, I don't think it's coming out this year. Some people have said that Starfield is
man.
further on in development
Oh,
than we
man,
think,
right?
but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be like a Fallout 4 situation where they talk about it and it comes out 6 months later. I don't think that'll happen.
No,
I agree with you. I don't think it's coming out this year either.
And also, like,
Yeah.
what is the game's concept? Do we know anything about this game? Like, because
It's-
I feel like
it's a sci-fi RPG. That's it.
It's
okay, that's it. That's literally it.
It's what do you call it? It's Star Citizen, bro. Star Citizen RPG.
Okay, because I feel like we don't.
But like a light RPG and
Okay.
dumbed down RPG elements.
Okay.
I just don't. I just see Bethesda right now having to put all the stops out. But if they want to make that game successful,
Mhm.
and now do something for you to really share.
Oh, also, Doom Eternal having microtransactions.
For
y'all see that?
I didn't.
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
time to
They have,
review
paid
bomb.
skins. They have paid skins now.
That's
in
crazy.
Doom
Time to-
when they said that they wouldn't have them.
It's time to review bomb, bro.
Shout out to
No,
Microsoft.
my thing
bro.
is that's weird. So it's like they never had these skin. I mean, this is like in Doom Eternal they introduced skins, right? And
Mhm.
the first like the Doom 20 was it 16? They didn't have any of that, right?
Yeah.
No.
But like Doom Eternal's been out for I'd say about a year, right? Came out in March of
Yeah, just-
2020,
yeah.
right?
Just
So
over a year.
I'm just confused as to why there is paid like skins. Like, is this a mandate from Bethesda themselves, or is this something else entirely?
It's Phil, bro.
I don't
It's
know.
gotta be Phil.
Phil. It probably is Phil, to be honest. It probably is
Absolutely.
Phil. It's like, yo, I know y'all trying to be like hunky dory with your customers, but we need this revenue for Game Pass.
Oh no,
So,
they're like
yo.
no, they probably
So
like
you're gonna have to like,
you know what?
bruh.
That gives me an idea. It's probably like Phil was just like, hey, listen, I love Doom Eternal. We gotta make some money. Look at Gears 5 right here, right? We got all these.
Yeah,
skins,
look at
right?
Gears 5. You got to sell these skins for $20, bro.
Yo, like
what
Gears
are you
5, bro?
doing?
Oh,
Gears
Id?
is ass. End of discussion.
Oh, jeez.
Wait,
Listen, man.
yo, what? Honestly, though, if they introduced like a gingerbread man skin like they like Advanced Warfare had in Doom Eternal, I would low key cop that just for fun.
Don't get them ideas, bro. Don't do that.
Yo, Also, they haven't put skins in Ori 2 yet, yo. Imagine they put skins in Ori 2, bro. Damn.
Oh,
that'd be
no.
fire.
They
Nah,
don't
for
own-
real, though,
they
like-
they don't own the IP for Ori, so
Oh, that's true, that's true.
The devs are have creative freedom, so they're good.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they did. I thought they did.
They don't.
Okay, because I said it wasn't a first party exclusive, and the Xbox fans told me that they own the IP. So I guess okay,
I
I
don't
guess they don't.
think so. It's more like along the lines of I could be wrong though.
Second party,
but
I guess.
yeah, it's kind of. I felt
Yeah,
like
okay.
that was the same thing with Sunset.
That's what I thought it was
Overdrive.
too. That's what I thought it was too.
Like Insomniac with Sunset Overdrive. That's what I felt like. They had a contract that's exclusive only on. Actually, no, because it's also on Switch. So I mean,
Yeah, I
everywhere
don't
but
even know.
PlayStation.
Yep,
Yeah,
everyone with
but it's the
PlayStation.
thing, but PlayStation's now like got the name Sunset Overdrive apparently.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I
They
think that's
bought the trademark.
They bought the trademark. Yeah.
They shouldn't waste their time on a sequel. It's not
Yeah.
worth it.
What?
Uh-oh.
Gas.
Oh,
They shouldn't waste
man.
their time.
Sunset Overdrive was a good game.
It was
I'm
average. It
wondering
was a set.
what it will do. Like, this is my thing.
I'd
Gauge interest.
score it around the same level as Miles Morales.
No, oh no, no way.
Yeah.
But I don't know
No
about that.
way.
I'd
Yes,
say
sir.
Sunset Overdrive was maybe like a 7, 7.5. Miles Morales is a 7.5.
I think Miles is like an 8,
No.
8.5.
The regular Spider-Man was an 8. Miles Morales is a
honestly-
7.5
I
because
honestly
it's
like
the
Miles.
regurgitated content, the fucking just do 100% side mission. After every story mission, it was like, do more of this nonsensical side missions.
Yeah, at least the
the
combat-
combat.
Regurgitated
controversial
Simon.
in terms of animations was.
I mean,
better
it's
than
yeah,
the
I heard
original
it was funny,
Spider-Man.
it's just I mean, how many points I'm gonna give for animation? Like the animation in the original Spider-Man was already great.
I would
I
even say
mean,
combat
nice.
technically is better. I feel personally with the Venom abilities. I felt that was more fun.
Yeah,
It's around the
combat
same.
was hard. The game was harder to me.
The game is around the same combat wise.
I don't know.
I just feel like
for the Venom abilities, you had to like think of which one you had to use on like enemies and shit like that. And like I felt it was more intuitive than what Spider-Man was. It the original Spider-Man was.
Yeah.
And if they're doing foundations like that in Spider-Man 2 with the Venom suit or the symbiote suit and actually having abilities for said ability for the symbiote suit, like they're gonna add a lot of fucking gameplay elements for having the black suit and stuff like.
they need to detract or subtract all of the fucking ridiculous open world nonsense that's in the game. So they
Yeah, I
need
agree
to
with
do.
But
Do
Sunset's still-
do more great side mission. That's another thing. Like Miles Morales didn't really have any good side missions. At least like with Spider-Man, like you had the Tombstone missions. Like there was nothing like really of worthwhile side mission wise. This Miles Morales is slightly worse than regular Spider-Man. That's my stance.
I think it's
And it's also shorter.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Well, it's
Less
also
content.
It's a spin-off
cheap.
game, so
Yeah, it's
like
a half sequel.
I put it at the equivalent of like Uncharted Lost Legacy,
Yeah, me too.
but
Yep.
yep. Going to Mass Effect. What is it? Legendary Collection has gone gold and is coming out next week, I believe, the 13th.
Nice.
What are the chances that it turns out to be a shit show?
What do you mean, like a bad port?
Like performance wise, yeah. What are the
On
chances?
consoles or PC?
Consoles.
No, console. I don't think consoles.
I want to say both, but I don't know. I guess
I feel like no. My thing was originally Mass Effect's a PC first game.
PC first.
Yeah, but I don't know anymore. I don't know who knows.
Yeah, they may tend to the console version more. Because I feel like I don't know, but I feel like the console there's more console fans of it. I have no fucking clue. So
I'm just hoping the port's
feeling
good
off of-
and it's not a near replica situation because I won't lie. I refunded that when I heard the PC issues and
Oh yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah.
had pre-ordered everything. I was like, oh, time to refund.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I refunded it and then I bought it. I was like, let me try it. I have the 120 FPS. I have a 120 FPS cap, so I got the mod where it fixes the frame rate. Runs well. So
Yep, I can't wait. Hopefully, I'll definitely beat RE8 before then. And then, dude, if the port is good, that is literally gonna be 3 games beat basically in that collection.
yep, I'm counting each one.
Yeah, I mean, of course, they're all 3 different, 3 games. So
What's the next game after? Oh no, was it like the Biomutant game? Shit,
I don't know if I'll buy it.
I don't know if I'm gonna buy. I might just wait because fucking. I need to finish all the playthroughs of Nier Replicant. I gotta beat Resident Evil, and then 3 games in Mass Effect, 3 RPGs. That's gonna take a long time.
So, are you gonna try and finish Nier first, or are you going to just drop it for a bit, play RE and beat it, and then go back to Nier?
I'm gonna play Nier on my own time. I was streaming in the beginning, but I stopped because I was like, nah, I need to play this game on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stream Resident Evil, so I'll have that as a stream game. But I'm gonna play Nier on my own time.
Yeah. So, all right. So I'm trying to think. What are the other PlayStation news besides Discord? Because I'm trying to remember. All I remember
Count this
is
crossplay thing.
the crossplay thing, which
Oh,
has
yeah,
been
with
talked
Epic.
to death. But there's because everything's coming up basically, right? For the Apple and Epic, what is the fucking lawsuit or something? And supposedly, freaking PlayStation didn't want to do crossplay, which we kind of already knew that. And then what, they're getting paid for it or something like that.
Yeah, they're getting
Yeah,
a percentage of. I think it's like they're getting a percentage of purchases that a primary PlayStation user would make on a different platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a lot of guidelines. Epic was like, yo, we really want this crossplay. They had multiple guidelines or benefits that was given to in that email for Sony.
And that's pre-investment, right? This was before Sony invested in Epic.
I think so, yeah. And one of the things is like, oh, we make Sony out to be the good guys. That's like, damn. They they really put that in there too. Damn, like they were like, yo, we need to stop this. We're gonna make you out to be the good guys, even though we're fucking paying you behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yo, I guess the market leader does what the market leader does.
Yeah,
Sony really was like, nah, fuck this shit. That's crazy.
Like me, I don't have a lot to say really. Like, just because it's like crossplay 100% should be in all games, just because it'll improve like multiplayer games lifespan. So it's good for like the developers as well. But other than that, it's like stuff we already knew. Just besides of the benefits PlayStation is getting, also probably on top of like we're not even counting the investments that they recently have done with Epic, with the minority stake in the company and increasing that each time. So they're definitely getting the benefits, and like they're partners now. So it's like, so
it is what it is. They got to go up together. But at least what they opened the floodgates for other games, which is very important. So I appreciate Epic for that. Even though they had to fucking pay for it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Now other games are able to. More games are gonna be crossplay, so it's great.
Yeah. So what?
And that leads.
I guess is that the last PlayStation news before the Discord? Because I think that was really it for PlayStation.
Think so, but
yeah,
it leads perfectly into it.
Yeah, but so it's very interesting. I guess we're gonna talk about it. I got a lot to say about certain people, and we'll go into it. So PlayStation, Jim Ryan, a lot of people that hated Jim Ryan, put in the blog post that he made a minority investment, a minor investment into Discord for them to have a partnership, which will lead into Discord integration of like most likely PS5. They said PlayStation. I doubt PS4, but PlayStation 5 of coming next year. I think they said early next year. be wrong in that phrase. And of course, they tweeted about it, Discord's tweeting about it, and I was like, this is really good. And then I heard a lot of people hating on this, and I was like, what? It's like Discord, and even PC players, it's like, why are PlayStation fans getting hyped about this? I was like, bro, I'm mainly a PC player, but that's good news for me because I have a TV, right, in the game room with my PS5 and OLED. And guess what I have to do? Either I have to do two things. I have to grab my wireless headset to talk to people on Discord when I go to the game room to freaking play my PlayStation 5 games that I want to play exclusively, of course, that are just available on the PS5, or I have to use my phone. And that shit gets annoying. And keeping my phone charged or anything like that. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Now, imagine having the Discord app or Discord integration in PS5 that I could be talking on VC and doing all that while being on the PS5. That gives me more convenience. And I was discussing this with Black Bond because I was in Blaze's stream, and Black Bond was like, "Why are you getting hyped? Why play single player games while you're on Discord?" I do that shit all the time just to talk. Like it's like people are different. Like I like to talk when playing single player games at points when I'm like, oh, I just want to hang out with some people and play freaking, I don't know, give a game like Spider-Man or anything like that. Last of Us, who knows? So it's like it's really good, and it's like it brings more. Like I personally think Discord should be on everything, but I just find it interesting that like it's crazy because thinking like Discord was in exclusive talks for Microsoft to buy them, right?
Sony said, yoink!
And
give me
Sony
that shit.
is like, all right, minor investment. Now, I will say this. In terms of what I thought happened with these talks, I think Discord had no intention of selling to Microsoft. What ended up happening was, I think they
got Sony into the room.
They got Sony and probably other people to invest in Discord, right? So when they go public, I think 100% they're going to go public, is getting partners and all that. They were just using Microsoft at the end of the day, and I wholeheartedly believe that.
Using them like a whore. Hate to see it.
Now, do I think the freaking Xbox will have that same type of partnership? Probably. They'll probably.
I hope so. They already have a current partnership, but it's obviously just yeah. I'm saying they already have a current partnership, so I hope Sony didn't like write into the fucking clause or some shit. They're like, oh, you're not allowed to do anything on Microsoft platform, because they be doing that shit. Resident Evil, they don't obviously they don't want shit to do with Microsoft. Man, but I hope
we said at the end of the day for Resident Evil, like, bro, that's 100%. As a business person, like, there is no way in hell if I'm trying to get marketing rights and shit like that, and then just saying, hey, man, you're 100% allowed to get the bag from Microsoft and get put in Game Pass. Like, there's no way. Like, that's a waste of fucking money for PlayStation. 100%.
Yeah, but I'm saying, though, I mean, that's definitely a good. It would be a good move for Sony, but I hope they didn't fucking do that. I want everything to have Discord. Nintendo definitely needs that Discord. Xbox would be very nice to have Discord, but like, what it really helps is cross-platform gaming.
Yep.
Crossplay. Like, Black Bond, I don't know why the fuck he would not think of this, but it's obvious. Hello, crossplay. More games are getting crossplay. You want me to be on a PlayStation headset while also trying to have game audio come from my monitor so I can actually hear the game? Like, what the fuck? What do you want this setup to be? I need to hear the game audio, but I also need to be able to talk to people. There's some games that have in-game voice chat, but not all. Discord would just make it a hell of a lot easier for all games. Period. So
yeah,
just seems like the obvious choice.
Like it's good news. Like And then someone made the joke, "Yeah, was Nintendo gonna get Discord integration?" I was like,
Oh,
"That
yo,
shit's gonna
yo,
be
if
in
they
20 years from now, man.
bruh, if they
20
took off
years."
that snap, what was it, that message thing that they had on 3DS because of the kid stuff? Yo, Discord, they'll definitely not have that shit.
It's too mature. Hate to see.
Yeah, it's like they definitely won't have that. Absolutely.
And like I said, I think that if we compare the Discord mobile app, like a phone to a PS5, I think the capabilities will 100% be on the PS5. I think you can screen share, like look at people's screens and all that. And
They should
Discord.
do that because they can axe out. They can literally just get rid of share play and just have Discord like parties. Like you have 10 plus people watching one person's content. And now if the problem is share play is how are they going to implement the features of using somebody else playing your game? That's going to be the problem. They're going to have to implement something with that. They're going to have to work together for that. But outside of that, I kind of saw this coming, but I thought it would have been sooner that they would have started announcing, "Oh, we're gonna get Discord and shit." Like, cause they axed communities. I used to use communities on the PS4, and they were like, "Nope, all right, we're getting rid of this shit." And Discord is a perfect replacement of communities and party chat at the same time. So
I think party chat for PlayStation, and this is my theory. I don't know if it'll be on PS5 that'll end or PS6, but Sony looks at data, right? They always do what people use and what people don't use. If everyone uses Discord and is always on it and no one uses party chat, very much think that party chat will not exist.
yeah, there's no reason for it to exist. There's the the thing that's gonna matter though, at least towards Sony, is security. Cause like that previous message about like, oh, Sony are starting to listen to record party chats and messages. That's gonna be like the only thing. If they completely strip out their party chat, and I mean communities is already gone. If they completely take out party chat messages, now what are they gonna do about recording their shit? Are they going to rely on Discord and they're just going to have a partnership and whatever they ask for, they'll be provided that information if they ask for it? I don't know. Now that is going to be a different legal battle or a legal thing to worry about. So.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Alicia, about this news?
I think it's really good. I have friends on PS that are still only on PS4. I haven't spoken to in months because I made the jump to PC. So
Never seen them again. Hate
yeah, exactly.
to see it.
Like having
it is what it is. It is, yo. Catch you on the flip side. Unless you coming back over, see you next time.
Exactly. Like I gotta. We're in different superior paths now. Like I'm in much more superior paths. So if they want to come along, then I'll happily have them in the further on. It makes sense to the crossplay future as more and more games go on crossplay because obviously Discord is the most used app for voice chat. And I don't know why. I think people are just hating on it because I guess Xbox doesn't have the same level. But Bless brought up good points about incorporating the share played games and what capabilities can be done on the app itself and what might be done on the phone. But I do think that everything will be done on the app. I don't think there'll be any features that will not be there. And yeah, like I was surprised, like, because Jim Ryan, he started off like really shitty, and then he's starting to, little by little, he's starting to himself. So at least on the software side, we'll see what more games he puts out and how his influence for versus Sean Layden, how those differing philosophies translate into the games that are put out. But that'll is we'll have to wait and see for that.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Talati? What do you think about the PlayStation and Discord partnership?
I think it was necessary. I think it was definitely needed by PlayStation to acquire Discord because their networking on PS Party is rubbish. That is something I can admit about PlayStation's communications and how to network on the PlayStation.
Mhm.
It's really bad compared to Xbox and PC, so to say, with their party system. And
Yeah, you can talk between Xbox and PC. I did that a few days ago. I forgot that even fucking existed. To be honest,
yeah,
you can even do that.
yeah, and at least with once play because it's coming early next year, it won't come out like now. Now we're probably thinking. I'm thinking maybe January, February time. We'll probably get the integration for PlayStation. Um, I think what's going to be the biggest thing that going forward for PlayStation is communication and gameplay with your friends and whatnot. So you're playing let's say you're playing a shooter game like COD, right?
Mhm.
And you're cross playing with each other. Discord will definitely be useful in that terms because you're playing with your friends on PC or Xbox. That way it could work out. But like I
Ah,
said, it's go on.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like I
how
think
you,
this was
well,
a
I guess
hella
we got
needed.
everybody's.
I think it was hella needed. This is very good for everyone. It's good for me for convenience sake, dude. Like I fucking go on my phone, freaking talking on Discord when just like not in the house or like freaking go on my computer, and now I don't have to bring my phone or use my wireless headset. I could just talk on the PS5 when I'm at the game room, and I think that's really good. And people downplaying this, it's really good, and I think like everyone needs it. Like Discord is one of like the best things to see and all that.
I agree. I agree. It's
Yes, sir.
it's it's pretty cool. Like the one thing I love about Discord is at least you can network with people from different communities. And that's what I think is key factor.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, going forward with PlayStation, let's just hope that when it comes down to Discord integration and whatnot, hopefully it'll be not only for mobile but for PC as well, like with the app on PC. Like
Mm-hmm.
how Xbox has their connections type of thing.
Talking about the
Let's
third
hope that
party app for Discord on Xbox
no
that's
no
like scuffed.
no. So it tells you when you ask for connections on Xbox
Hmm.
Mm.
and sorry, not Xbox on PC. PC asks for your Xbox Live thing. So whatever game you're playing on Xbox, it'll pop up on Discord.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll have that feature as well. But yeah, that's pretty. Is there anything else?
Um. Overall, I
There is
think
one.
that's it for like the news, really. Besides
There is
that
there,
rumor
there
of NetherRealm making a Marvel
yeah.
fighting game, which I doubt. I don't believe.
I I I can very much guarantee you that NetherRealm pretty much aren't gonna make a Marvel fighting game because if they were, I think by now, Warner Brothers and thing would have, obviously MK11 is done. That's something I can say.
Yeah.
MK11's life cycle is finished, and now they're looking at the next game. And normally, the game announcements for NetherRealm games tend to get announced basically between last month to this month normally. But because of the situation we're in, I think it's going to be E3. Um, and I was doing this with somebody that I know, and I asked him about this. And he was like, because WB owned NetherRealm, they pretty much aren't going to do what Traveler Tales does with their Lego games, which is straight up like, because Lego games you can do Star Wars, you can do it's for little kids, but when it comes to a fighting game genre, it's pretty much saying to your fan base, for Marvel vs. Capcom fan base is like, well, screw you guys, we're gonna give it to NetherRealm. And I know some of the fans are really not happy about it. I know that. And the source itself came from Daniel RPK, and he's the one who said it on his not Instagram, Patreon, behind a paywall, and that's how it first started rumored. So, and Daniel RPK has been wrong previously. He did. I don't know if you remember this, Red Hood, but you remember when he said, "Oh, the Batman game was gonna get announced," and he got that wrong,
Yeah.
and it was the Telltale Batman Shadow Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember.
So yeah, so it's essentially that's what I think is going to be this case. Even though people are saying, "Oh, well, people have been, you know, posting it on Reddit and whatnot," I'm just like, well, even though they're posting it on Reddit, doesn't mean exactly word to word that it's going to happen, is it? If it's going to happen, I think by now, Marvel games would be following Ed Boon, which by now, wouldn't you think? But I don't think they are. So yeah, I don't believe it.
I don't either. It's one of
What
those
do you guys
rumors.
think?
I'll be shocked if it does happen. I mean, it's just
Yeah,
because also Capcom has their Marvel thing, so it just doesn't make sense.
yeah. What do you guys think, Bless and
Honestly, I don't know much about NetherRealm
No, he
fighting
doesn't
games.
play those games.
Yeah, I don't really play. I haven't played like real NetherRealm fighting games since uh Mortal Kombat 8.
They made
That was like
Injustice
the
1,
last time
right?
I actually
Did
played.
they make Injustice 1?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah,
that
they
was the
made
last
it
one I
just
played.
I played. I think I played. I don't remember. Did I play the story for 1 or 2? I might not have. I think I watched like a
Injustice
playthrough
2.
of it.
Injustice 2 is the one with the gear system. Injustice 1 is the one where without the gear system and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it.
All right. Yeah, I think that's it. There's nothing else in terms of like news to talk about really. It's everything that we got to talk about. Hopefully there's actually like actual news that comes out in the following couple weeks because we're bi-weekly, but announcing of course we're keeping the podcast on Tuesdays starting 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I think that's actually best for us on the pod. Not really interfering with a lot of other people's podcasts, so hopefully it'll gain traction and all that. Want to thank everybody that's showed up to the stream, and shout out to those guys and people just watching, of course, and liking. Of course, there's actually an option on the stream to actually enable the dislikes. So hopefully, like I'm able to see the dislikes, so I'm pretty sure other people can see that as well because I don't feel like having a dislike button not actually show like the numbered and all that. Yeah, I want to display that because it's just pointless and YouTube needs to fix that shit. So, yeah, overall, make sure to follow everyone here and I'll also be streaming this week. I know I haven't been streaming for a bit just because I've been super busy. School, work, a lot of shit, and then Returnal. Had to beat that game. Didn't want to stream that because I feel like get annoying and stuff like that, and get tiresome of like dying on stream. But make sure to follow everyone here. Streaming on Red Hood on Twitch at Red Hood 420. Probably streaming RE8 as well because I streamed a bit of RE2. I'm gonna stream. No, I streamed all of RE3 remake. So I'm definitely gonna stream RE8 and several other games as well. I'm very much going back in the motion of streaming, and I'm still thinking probably after the semester is over, I will be creating more content, and I'll also be creating more content on another channel which is dedicated to Star Wars. So I'll announce more about that channel in a bit, and like probably in the future, really. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, follow everyone here, and Taladia, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Twitter, which is at Taladia Plays. Also, my Twitch is the same. Currently, I'm not streaming due to the fact I'm on one monitor. I got my YouTube channel back, so I'll be doing content as soon as I get the second monitor thing sorted, and I'll be discussing E3 on my channel. So feel free to be excited for that. And also on Twitch, I basically fighting games. So if you're huge into the fighting game genre, then feel free to come by and chill and relax.
All right. Well, good podcast. You sure it was fun? Catch me on twitch.tv/bless, right? I'm about to pull up in Resident Evil 8. I think I'm gonna play with controller. I played the demo with the controller, and I did a poll a little bit ago, like, do people play scary games with controller or mouse and keyboard? So I decided to just go with controller. So that's what basically won. And I mean, I played Resident Evil 2 and 3 on mouse and keyboard, but I feel like 8, like a first person game, it'll be too easy. So I want to just try to be scared with the inaccurate aiming. So I'm gonna go with that. But good pod. See you guys later.
And Alicia, where could they find you at?
Great podcast. It's a lot of fun discussion. Appreciate the invite. And you could find me on Twitter, Alicia_R_1, I think it is. I don't know. Probably something like that. But I'll probably try to stream someday. Eventually. I want to stream Persona 4 Gold. That's what I want to stream when I eventually return. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be a great roasting session, a great chill session. Definitely look forward to that. And good night, y'all.
All right.